This is the Iowa Weather Report for Thursday, January 1st, 2015. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run at noon today. Still having a flow out of the north and west that's going to keep us slightly cold, but not as cold as we've seen, with highs today mainly in the 20s with plenty of sunshine around. This upper level feature off to the south and west is something we're going to have to watch toward the weekend. And you see a little bit of rain, possibly mixed with a bit of sleet and snow across Texas, and then the snow over the Four Corners region as well. As that system moves slowly toward us as we move into Friday, you can see the rain and possibly a little bit of sleet mixed in across the south and moving up into the Ohio and Tennessee River valleys. Still remaining mainly sunny around here, but a notable increase by late Friday afternoon into Friday night. Then as we move into Saturday, according to this GFS run, there's some showers, maybe a thunderstorm across the lower Mississippi River Valley, bit of snow across the southeastern half to two-thirds of the state. That looks to be where the heaviest snow is going to be concentrated. Some runs have it further east than this. Still some variability onto where the snow could set up, but looks like the southeastern counties could see it. But Sunday, strong winds could create blowing snow, some near blizzard conditions possible. Temperatures will plummet down into the teens, and even lower. Monday morning could be quite chilly, lows near or below zero. Highs mainly in the teens or around 20, but we're not going to have a break from the system. This one system moving off into eastern Canada. Here comes another one out of the north and west. That looks to sweep through Monday night into Tuesday. And then we have a little bit of a system still off to our west as this one system clears out. Still going to remain quite chilly behind that system as well, likely several degrees below seasonal levels. That looks to last into the middle of the week as well here on Wednesday. Any snow will be across the Great Lakes, bit of rain in South Texas, storm moving into western Canada. Otherwise, it's fairly quiet toward the middle of next week. And then as we move to next Thursday, see the system moving into the north and west. Pretty much a flow coming out of the Pacific at this rate. Nothing coming straight out of the North Pole area. So that means temperatures should slowly start to climb back into the 30s in some areas, especially in our southwestern counties. That could start to melt some of the snow we may receive with this system coming this weekend, but there's still some variability with that, as I said, so we're going to keep watching it. Going into the extended period, January the 12th, pretty much a zonal flow across the country. A ridge is beginning to develop over the northeastern Pacific, and that's going to mean possibly a cold snap heading in our direction toward the middle of the month. We'll have to see about that. Looking at the surface map, high pressure overhead could mean a cool morning. Little precipitation around, a bit of precipitation, I should say, from the Gulf Coast up the East Coast, and also across the northern Rockies in the north and west. Then as we go to the end of the period on the 16th, well, as I said, that ridge over the northeastern Pacific starts to move into western Canada. Look at the flow. Comes out of the Yukon and the Arctic Ocean straight across the plains. You can see a disturbance moving through as well. That could bring a little bit of snow activity across the area. But you can see it's along the boundary between quite warm air to the west and the cold Arctic air over the east. We could be seeing that battle taking place throughout the middle of the month of January. Satellite image from last evening, you can see the storm system over the southern plains and back into the southwest. You see kind of a little curly Q around Arizona, producing a bit of snow out there. Rain and moisture coming in from into Mexico and Texas. Otherwise fairly calm and quiet across the country. The watch warning map doesn't look very calm and quiet. Winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings from southern Oklahoma, Texas, back into Arizona and southern Utah. Quite a few frost and freeze warnings across California. Fairly quiet elsewhere except from lake effect snow areas in the New York State area. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days. This goes through Monday evening at 6 o'clock, showing very little precipitation around here. We'll have to see if this gets moved back further. Heaviest precipitation from Texas and up the East Coast.